third graders, it is time to dictate the second part of Spelling List 23. So you've already dictated the first half. Now we're going to do the second half of the words. So have your SWR log open to list 23 that you've already started on. Put your pencil down, put your dukes up. We're going to pound our first word, which is object. Pound with me, please. Object. Pound with one more time. Object. How many syllables do you hear? 2. Ob-j-e-c-t. Go ahead and write object. O-B-J-E-C-T. Object. Now there are no special sounds to mark an object, so you need to mark anything with your red pen. Once you've spelled it this way, go ahead and write it a second time in your beautiful cursive. Because my videos are getting a little bit long, I'm not going to take time to do that here. You can pause if you need to, do that at home, and then we'll go to our next word. Okay. Our next word that we're writing below object is address. Address. What is your home address? Some people also say address. Please help me address this envelope. Spelled the same. Pound with me, please. Address. Pound with me one more time. Address. How many syllables do we hear? 2. We're going to break the syllables between a double D. So it's a-d-d-er-s. Double S. A-d-d-er-s. Double S. Address. Go ahead and write address. A-D-D-R-E-S-S. Address. Do we need to mark anything in address? No, everything does just what we'd expect, so no special markings. Go ahead and put your pencil down, please. Put your dukes up. The next word is refuse. Refuse. The baby is not one to refuse being picked up. Refuse. Refuse means to not want something, to say no. Refuse. Pound with me, please. Refuse. Pound with one more time. Refuse. How many syllables do we hear? 2. R-E-F-U-S-E. Refuse. The R-E-F-U-Z. More of a Z. Silent final E. Refuse. Go ahead and write it. R-E-F-U-S-E. Refuse. What do we need to mark in refuse? Well, we're going to double underline our silent final E. That E is there because it's making the U say you. Now our S in this word also says it's second sound. So we'll put a little 2 above our S. And then we also need to underline our first E because A-E-O-U usually says A-E-O-U at the end of a syllable. Refuse. Excellent. All right. Our next word we're writing below refuse is mourn. Mourn. When you lose a loved one, you will mourn them for the rest of your life. Mourn. It means to be sad and to miss. Mourn. It is a homophone with the word mourn, like something happened early in the morn, like morning, but it is spelled differently. Pound with me, please. Mourn. Pound with one more time. Mourn. How many syllables do we hear? Just 1. Ow, o, oo, ah, mourn. Mourn. Go ahead and write it. M-O-U-R-N. And ow, mourn is a second sound, so we'll write a 2 above the O-U and single underline that. Mourn. M-O-U-R-N. All right, put your pencils down, please. Put your dukes up. The next word is waste. In this time of it being a challenge to get groceries, we don't want to waste any food. Waste. Pound with me, please. Waste. Pound with one more time. Waste. How many syllables do we hear? 1. W-A-S-T. Silent final E. W-A-S-T. Silent final E. Waste. Go ahead and write it for me, please. W-A-S-T-E. Waste. What are we going to mark? Double underline our silent final E. What job is it doing? Making the A say A, so we'll be able to bring it back to the A. Waste. Excellent. Put your pencils down, please. Put your dukes up. The next word is ate. The dog ate my homework. 8. This is a homophone with the number 8. Sounds the same. It's not spelled the same, and it doesn't mean the same thing. It means 8 like the past tense of eat. 8. Pound with me, please. 8. Pound one more time. 8. How many syllables do you hear? 1. Let's go ahead and finger spell it. A-t. Silent final E. A-t. silent final E, 8. Please write H right below waist. A-T-E, pretty short spelling word. What do we need to mark? Double underline silent final E and build a bridge back to the A because that silent final E is making the A say A. Excellent. Put your pencils down, please. Put your dukes up. The next word is Easter. The Easter holiday is coming in just a few weeks. Easter. Pound it with me, please. East-er. Pound it one more time. East-er. How many syllables do you hear? 2. Use E-A, st, and then the of her. E-A, st, the of her. Now, Easter is a holiday, which is a proper noun, so we're going to always start it with a capital E. So E-A, st, Go ahead and write Easter. Capital E-A-S-T-E-R. Easter. What do we need to mark in Easter? We need to underline E-A, eat bread, steak. And we need to underline the of her. All right, time for our last word. Put your pencils down, please. Our last words are biggest this week. Pound it with me, please. It's centurion. The Roman centurion flogged Jesus. The Roman centurion flogged Jesus. Centurion. Pound it with me, please. Centurion. Pound it one more time. Centurion. How many syllables do you hear? 4 syllables. S-A-N-T-Y-E-A-N. 4 syllables. S-A-N-T-Y-E-A-N. Go ahead and write that. It's a big one. C-E-N-T-U-R-I-O-N. We're going to underline U, centurion, because A-E-O-U usually says A-E-O-U at the end of a syllable. All right, third graders, if you haven't already, please write each word a second time without breaking it into syllables in your nicest, neatest cursive. And then tomorrow you get to choose a fun activity to practice your spelling words. I give your parents a list so they've got some ideas. You can find one that works for you and for them. Or if you have another idea, we're pretty flexible here. As long as you're working on practicing those spelling words, you can do that tomorrow. And then the next day, on our plans, it's a Thursday. It may or may not end up being a Thursday for you, but that's the day where we would normally take a spelling test or a spelling pretest at school. So you can do a spelling pretest at home or practice the words in another fun way. The choice is yours. And the day after that's the spelling test. All right, have fun working on your spelling this week.